on the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Thompson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
Thompson looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's see what you got.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 2nd down. Thompson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Thompson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Thompson operating from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Right there, 55. Oh, you got deep?
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thompson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27th, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm on.
From the 39, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Check it, here we go. Touchdown, defense. Tight end right. Hey, kill. 47. Back.
Dixon running from the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Dixon complete. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Thompson. To throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Watch safety creeping.
Thompson now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Giants 10.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
Townsend on the punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They'll run with Pollard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
There we go. Kill. Switch to A.
54. Mike, 54. Big stop.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st down, Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here we go. Go right in.
All day. Check Mike, not.
Prescott off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 26.
Running out of the gun with Dixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gun. 26.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Prescott's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
The 11-yard line.
There we go. Go right in.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. 54.
26.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. My spot 4, my spot 4, my spot 4. Let's go up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. And come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come on here, come get some.
Operating from the gun, Thompson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Get that quarterback deep.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Check right 54. Right 54. Target.
Under.
Wide. Get wide.
27.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He wasn't ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Mike 42.
Thompson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got his man on the comebacker. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Prescott now, option right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run the counter. Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's now 3rd and
54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the double. Match by 4. It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Thompson, looking to throw on second down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Thompson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
So don't say nothing.
Then we're going to 52.
Army. Check Mike, not.
What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Thompson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that's going to push him back half the distance. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
There we go. Fly,
Mike's 5-4. Nice, read up.
26.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. Get team on it. Right, 54. Watch the curl.
To throw is Thompson. Off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Thompson now, operating from the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Prescott. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Double time, double time. 4 down, check. 4 down. Slam.
Here we go, 47.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Thompson. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Here we go. Set. Secure. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 55.
Thompson off the play fake. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Switch. Shift.
Now Thompson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down.
On 1st down, Bowser. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give here to Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This to Jarwin. 8 yards there on a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowser. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Come on, right in. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while? Or he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They're going to run it with Barkley. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.